We're at the Hodge Oaks Plantation in Chatfield, Texas, to talk with Robert Jones about his 2005 reenactment of the Jo Shelby expedition to Mexico. So, Rob, before we get started, tell us a little bit about this historic house.
Well, this is the home of Captain Robert Hodge, and he was from Kentucky. In fact, he was a riverboat captain on the Mississippi and the Ohio rivers, and he was looking to come to the Southwest by the time of the late 1840s. And we think as early as 1849, he had been to Chatfield and was looking at land here, and then ultimately moved his family here in 1851 and 52.
So, Rob, tell us a little about your motivation for doing a reenactment back in 2005.
For some years, our Sons of Confederate Veterans Camp, the William Henry Parsons Camp number 415, had been doing a battle reenactment. And we gradually incorporated the Shelby last review of the Confederacy into our reenactment, because this is where Shelby had his men for the last time and reviewed them. Many times my grandfather has taken me in the house and shown me the room where Jo Shelby stayed while the men camped down on the creek.
So the Shelby Division stopped here in Chatfield and then made their way to Mexico through Austin. Tell us a little bit about what happened in Austin.
Well, it took about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get to Austin. But when they got to Austin, it was evident that the whole government of Texas was falling apart. There was lawlessness, and in fact, a group of robbers were trying to rob the treasury when they arrived. And the governor and the city officials asked for help, and some of Shelby's men assisted with that, and they joined the local home guard and citizens to fight the robbers, and they were able to save some of the treasury.
So, Rob, any plans for the 160th anniversary?
We've been thinking about it. We did something for the 150, and we have one more year to make our plans. We have made some trips to Mexico and gone in the way that Shelby went along the expedition route. And that people seem to enjoy that. We've met with the Emperor Maximilian's great-great-great-nephew who lives in Mexico. He's the man who would be emperor today had he listened to Shelby's advice. And so we always incorporate a trip to see the Archduke Carlos Felipe when we visit in Mexico. So I think it may involve a trip down to Mexico along the route.
So sit back and enjoy the video. And if you do, be sure and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to commemorate the 140th anniversary of General Jo Shelby's expedition to Mexico. Starting at Chatfield, Texas, a small rural community southeast of Dallas, General Shelby had vowed never to surrender. Men of the Iron Division, we have fought on many a field. You remember when we rode with old Pap Price. You remember when we went on many raids, Marmaduke, and all the rest. The Shelby Division has never known defeat. We have known only victory. It is a sad day, however, as I stand before you, for I fear that we are soldiers without a country. We are the last organized force in the field of the Confederacy. Far to the east, there are circumstances over which we have no control. Our president, Jefferson Davis, is struggling somewhere in the east to come this way. But I am fearful that when he arrives, there will be nothing left. For even we, the Iron Division, can no longer go on by ourselves. Iron Division, I offer you a choice. For many of you, you will wish to go home to family, to wives and sweethearts. But there are others of you who have nothing behind in Missouri. To you, I offer you the opportunity to follow me across the Rio Grande. I will never surrender. I shall go to Mexico. Who will join me in Mexico? I will, General. I will, sir. I will. Here. Hip hip hooray! Hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Whoa, boy. Ooh, there.
Welcome to Chatfield, General Shelby.
Well, thank you. You must be Captain Hodge.
That I am, sir, that I am.
Very nice to meet you. This is my staff.
How do you do, gentlemen?
Hi, sir.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Do please feel welcome in this territory.
Well, thank you, sir.
Please be seated, sir.
Thank you.
Feel free to continue to camp here as long as you need.
Thank you.
I trust that the water and the grass is sufficient for your needs.
Thank you. And we'll be coming down to the house.
You're most welcome to the house.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure there's some cool beverages available.
Very good, Captain Hodge. We appreciate it.
My compliments to you, sir, and to your noble cause.
Thank you, sir. Y'all drive.
I have a courier coming up.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah. No. No! We will not be surrendered. And when he left Chatfield at the end of the war in June 1865, General Robert E. Lee had already surrendered some 2 months prior. General Shelby took several hundred men with him and traveled all the way to here at Eagle Pass in about a month. He came through Austin and through many communities in Texas. And there are raiders trying to get the treasury. I see them over yonder. They're coming this way.
General, we have heard of your arrival.
Governor, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. We've known you've been in Texas for several days now. We're most appreciative of what you have done to the people of Texas, saving our treasury from the scalawags, the scoundrels, and the bandits that were trying to take it from the good people of our state.
It is our pleasure, Governor.
We understand your men have not been paid in many days, many months, many years.
This is true.
We would offer them a portion of our treasury in compensation for their service.
No, Governor. We did not save the treasury so that we might take it ourselves. No, not at all. I came into this war with clean hands, and with God's help I shall go out of it with clean hands. My men are the best, we're the best of our race, and we are the last of our race. We shall not take it down. Thank you, though, Governor.
Well, people of Texas are indebted to you for your service saving the treasury. We wish you good luck and Godspeed in your endeavors wherever they may take you.
Thank you, Governor. He crossed the river here at Eagle Pass and journeyed through Mexico to Mexico City, ultimately settling in a colony called Carlota, named for the Emperor Maximilian's wife, the Empress Carlota. He and many of his men lived there for 2 years until the emperor was executed. Then many of them returned home. Some of them still have descendants living in Mexico today. General Shelby had vowed to never surrender. In fact, he had never been beaten in battle, and he continued on with that same indomitable spirit for the remainder of his life. As he prepared to cross this river with his men, he had the flag of his division brought forth, and many men wept as they saw the officers carefully extend the flag out. Shelby placed a plume from his hat, poles of the flag. They folded it over and they buried it in the river.
In 1864, I was a lad left all alone. Lost my paw in Vicksburg, brother in Prairie Grove. All I have is my bugle, it's the only thing I've owned. Sat there and played as the White River flowed.